So amidst a lot of troubling news at the moment, I want to share with you some heartwarming news as well. And as we've seen lots of celebrities and politicians coming out against Israel, when we see some coming out in favour of Israel, it's a great sign of courage. And Gal Gadot spoke, I covered this recently, gave a speech where she basically came out in full support for Israel. And here she is recently meeting with hostage survivors. Israel Hayom reported that Israel's most prominent figure in Hollywood, Gal Gadot, met Tuesday with 5 women who survived captivity in Gaza. Doron Steinbrecher, Liri Albag, Naama Levi, Moran Stella Yanai, and Ilana Gritsetsky. The survivors recounted their harrowing experiences in the hands of Hamas and called on Gadot to keep advocating for the release of the hostages, 50 still believed to be held in the terror group's tunnels. 655 days since the October 7th massacre. Steinbrecher urged Gadot, "Don't stop, we must keep talking about the hostages." Gal Gadot responded, "You went through unimaginably hard things and I can't believe you're here now. You're going on with your lives and fighting for others. From the outside looking in, it's incredible how you've picked up the stretcher and are carrying it for those still there. You are strength, you are inspiration. I hope everyone comes back already." About a week and a half earlier, Gadot visited communities near the Gaza border, including the Re'im forest where the Nova Music Festival massacre occurred. And she toured several kibbutzim in the area. In kibbutz Zikim, she stopped by a newly opened wine bar and spoke with residents. Yael Glantz, the bar's manager, told Israel Hayom that it had been a personal visit. Gal was very warm and the meeting felt very intimate. She asked how we as a community are coping after October 7th. Wanted to know where we had been evacuated to and how it felt to come back and live in the kibbutz. You know, Gal is absolutely right. If anyone actually deserves celebrity status, it is these hostage survivors, by the way. To go through literal hell, and the fact that they haven't just survived, but they're campaigning, they're alive, of course they're no doubt going to be deeply scarred, but they're choosing life. They're choosing life in ways that are comparable to Jews of previous generations who were resilient and continue with life despite facing the worst kinds of persecution. We really have revealed and opened up our eyes to the greatness that exists among our own generation today, the Jewish and Israeli youth of today. It's absolutely incredible. It's epic. They're heroic. And Gal is showing what I think really is one of the most important calls of the hour, which is, despite all the pressure, to stand up and tell the truth and have courage. You know, I was reminded recently that the most commonly used phrase in the Torah by God is "do not fear." Do not fear. It's so tempting to give in to fear, to think things are going to go badly, to think that we just have to shut down, hide away. But that has never been the Jewish response. The Jewish response, as beautifully exemplified by these incredible hostage survivors, is what Moses said to the Jewish people as they're about to enter the promised land. He says you're going to face all kinds of challenges throughout your history, but his recommendation is to choose life. Now, I wanted to share with you something just briefly before we finish, which is that we've just released a new documentary. Have you ever wondered what is motivating Iran to destroy Israel, America, the West? It's actually a deep theological paradigm that they have. Theological and religious beliefs about how the end of the world will unfold from their Islamic interpretation. And we've created a documentary that exposes and unmasks this theology behind the regime. Have a watch, and if you want to watch it, you can click on the link in the video description. The Islamic Republic of Iran. For over 4 decades, its leaders have stood defiantly, their voices thundering through Tehran's streets, chanting death to Israel and waging a relentless war on the West. But what fuels this fierce, unyielding hatred? Is it politics? A grab for regional power? Or something even more profound? A theology that casts Israel and the West as cosmic enemies in a divine battle for the end of days. In this JTV Plus documentary, we embark on a journey to unravel the apocalyptic beliefs at the core of Iran's revolution. We'll uncover the sacred Shia doctrines that prophesy a world reborn through chaos, where a hidden redeemer, the Mahdi, will rise to vanquish evil, with Israel and America as the ultimate foes. We'll dive deep into the mystical visions of a global Islamic order, where martyrdom and jihad pave the path to divine victory. We'll explore how these ancient beliefs shape Iran's every move, from its fiery rhetoric to its deadly proxy wars. From the revolutionary sermons of Ayatollah Khomeini, who ignited a nation, to the shadow wars of spies, cyber attacks, and missiles that have pushed the region to the brink. We'll trace the arc of a regime bent on reshaping history, and we'll reveal the climactic moment when Israel struck back with Operation Rising Lion, a daring, high-stakes operation that shook the world and redefined the conflict. This is not just a story of a nation, but of a creed that seeks to rewrite the future, a conflict that threatens to engulf us all. Join us as we expose the hidden truths behind what Iran sees as its sacred mission, its unrelenting rage, and the battle for our world's destiny. To watch this JTV Plus documentary and access much more premium content, click on the link in the video description.